Elon Musk. The name alone is a conversation starter. Genius, madman, visionary, risk-taker. Whatever you call him, one thing is certain. He's a force of nature. Have you ever wondered what goes on inside that mind? How does one person revolutionize space travel, electric vehicles, and artificial intelligence, all while seemingly living 10 years ahead of everyone else? Today, we're not just looking at his accomplishments. We're diving deep into the psychology of Elon Musk to uncover the billionaire mindset that changes the world. Let's rewind. Born in South Africa in 1971, Elon wasn't exactly handed a golden ticket to success. His early life was a trial by fire. He was bullied at school, often felt isolated, and found his escape in books. This wasn't just a hobby. It was the foundation of his relentless curiosity and a powerful imagination. Think about this. By age 12, he had already programmed and sold his first video game. While most kids were playing games, Elon was creating them. While most were dreaming, he was figuring out how to make those dreams a reality. This early drive to understand, to build, to solve, wasn't just a phase. It was the first glimpse into a mind that doesn't just accept the world as it is, but is compelled to shape it. Now let's talk about risk. For most of us, risk is something to be avoided. It's scary. For a billionaire like Musk, risk is a tool. There was a time when he famously invested every last penny he had into SpaceX and Tesla, when both companies were on the brink of collapse. His friends thought he was insane. The media was ready to write his obituary. Most people would have folded, taken the safe route, and cut their losses. But that's where the billionaire psychology kicks in. It's not about recklessly gambling. It's about embracing calculated risk. Musk uses a mental model he calls first principles thinking to break down his fear. Instead of getting paralyzed by the question, "What if I fail?" he asks, "What are the fundamental, undeniable truths here? What are the basic physics of this problem?" By boiling a challenge down to its core components, the seemingly impossible becomes a set of solvable puzzles. Where we see a brick wall, he sees a pile of bricks waiting to be rearranged. One of the most defining traits of Musk's mind is his relationship with time. Most of us operate in the present, maybe planning for the next week or the next year. Elon Musk lives in the next decade, or even the next century. His brain is a future-scanning machine, constantly searching for the massive problems humanity hasn't even begun to solve yet. Think about it. Electric cars, reusable rockets, brain-computer interfaces. These were all relegated to the realm of science fiction when he started. But visionaries don't see what is. They see what could be. This future-focused mindset isn't just for show. It dictates every single decision. It's why he's not just chasing profit. He's chasing impact, sustainability, and ultimately, the long-term survival of our species. This isn't an innate gift. It's a trained psychological habit. He trains his mind to run simulations, anticipate outcomes, identify bottlenecks, and solve problems before they even hit the radar of the rest of the world. So, how does he get it all done? Discipline is a good word, but it doesn't quite capture it. The real engine is obsession. Musk famously works 80 to 100 hours a week. Not because he loves spreadsheets and meetings, but because he is completely and utterly obsessed with achieving his goals. This isn't your average work hard mantra. It's a level of focus that borders on monomaniacal. The psychology is simple. If you want to achieve things no one else has, you have to eliminate the distractions that hold everyone else back. While most people measure their success by their level of comfort, Musk measures his by progress. Every setback, every sleepless night, every ounce of criticism isn't a reason to stop. It's fuel for the fire. Here's a secret that many miss. Billionaires aren't just working harder than you. They are thinking differently while they work. This brings us back to his most powerful mental tool. First principles, thinking. It's the core of his psychological edge. Most of humanity operates on analogy. We do something because that's how it has always been done. We build a better version of an existing product. We copy what works. Musk refuses to do this. He breaks the chain. When he wanted to build rockets, he didn't just look at the price of existing rockets and try to make them 10% cheaper. He asked, what are rockets made of? What are the raw material costs of aluminum alloys, titanium, copper, and carbon fiber? He discovered that the cost of the raw materials was only about 2% of the total price of a rocket. The rest was manufacturing and process. So, he decided to build the rocket himself from the ground up, rethinking every step. That is the difference between innovating and just improving. That is how you go from the impossible to the inevitable. Of course, this path is anything but smooth. SpaceX rockets exploded spectacularly on the launch pad. Tesla teetered on the edge of bankruptcy for years. The media and experts relentlessly predicted his failure. So how does he handle that crushing pressure? Emotional control and resilience. These are the unsung heroes of the billionaire mindset. Where the average person would panic in the face of a multi-million-dollar explosion, Musk's mind goes into analysis mode. Where most would quit after a string of failures, he adapts his strategy. He treats failure not as a personal verdict, but as data. A very expensive, very public piece of data, but data nonetheless. This mental fortitude, this ability to stay calm and rational when everything is on fire, allows him to make clear-headed, high-stakes decisions when others would be paralyzed by fear. So, what can we, the non-billionaires, learn from the mind of Elon Musk? It's not about being a genius or having billions in the bank. It's about adopting the psychological habits that breed success. First, embrace calculated risk. Don't let the fear of failure stop you from starting. Learn from your mistakes. Don't be defined by them. Second, think long-term. Shift your focus from daily struggles to decade-long goals. Where do you want to be in 10 years, and what fundamental steps can you take today to get there? Third, find your obsession. Motivation comes and goes, but a deep, driving obsession with a problem or a goal is permanent. It will carry you through the days when you have no energy left. Fourth, practice first principles thinking. The next time you face a difficult problem, don't just ask how others have solved it. Break it down to its fundamental truths. Question every assumption. And finally, build resilience. Train yourself to stay calm under pressure. See challenges not as threats, but as opportunities to learn and adapt. Elon Musk isn't just a man who builds companies. He is a living demonstration of the incredible power of the human mind when it's focused, disciplined, and unafraid to challenge the status quo. You might not be launching a rocket tomorrow, but you can start training your mind today. By embracing these psychological principles, you can begin to break free from conventional thinking and start solving problems in a fundamentally different way. That is the psychology of Elon Musk. That is the billionaire mindset. And it has the power to change not just your life, but the world. Thank you so much for watching. If this video sparked something in you, hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. What do you think is Elon's most powerful trait? Let me know in the comments below. See you in the next one.